Hey Pisces, this is going to be your Will We Be Together reading for March. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Pisces. If it does resonate with you, wonderful, but if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign, and I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins. I've already shuffled for both partners, but just haven't cut the deck yet, so let's jump into it. Is it a clear and concise message for my Pisces? What's going on with them? This partner. Oh my God. How does this card keep coming out? I think it's come out in like 5 readings now. Okay. What about this other person? What's going on with them? What's coming up in the near future for these two? Clear and concise, please. Oh, my deck's upside down. All right. All right, Pisces, let's jump into this. I'm going to be referring to this side as person A, this side as person B. Remember, the energy is interchangeable here. If this is your reading, just choose one side and the opposite is for your partner. Let's talk about the signs that are here first, and let's jump into this. So Sagittarius is here very strong, as well as Aries. There's also Taurus, Leo, Aquarius energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and then Libra and Gemini are here very strongly. There's also, of course, water energy here too, but let's jump into this. I want to just start by saying that this is going to be a situation that for people who something's happened between these two people where either an ending has occurred, a very drastic ending, and these two people have ended this relationship, are no longer speaking. That's what this is the group of Pisces that this particular reading is going to be for. So if that's not you, check out your moon, rising, or Venus. Let's jump into this. Start with person A. Right now they are the 8 of Cups. Right now person A here is leaving the situation behind. They feel like this particular person has a lot of culpability in why this relationship ended. I feel like for them, there was a lot of deception. They brought a lot of, this is the position for what they brought to the relationship, and they brought the 7 of Swords. They brought deception, lies, possible cheating here. And right now, they're in the place of the 8 of Cups. They're moving forward. This relationship is ended. There's a severing here for sure. And right now they're in the place where they feel like, okay, I have to move forward. I have to move on. And a lot of this is my doing with the 7 of Swords. Now, what they're hoping for in the future is the 6 of Swords. So despite all this, right, this person, these are both energies of moving on, moving forward, right? Even though this person is moving on from this situation, right, to pursue something, pursue whatever, they need to in their future after this is the person who made some mistakes in this connection. They're hoping for the Six of Swords. I'm going to read it both ways, but they're hoping to recover from, this situation and overcome it, and they could be hoping that their next relationship or next situation is more positive with the Six of Swords here, because they move from, rough waters to calmer ones. But I also feel like for some here, this person, and I have to say it, this person, despite what they've done, they are hoping that despite all of the rough waters that they could have potentially created, and even though they know they have to move on, there's a piece of them that's hoping that they can still recover this. I have to put it out there. They have this glimmer of hope that this can be recovered in some way. Let's talk about person B. Person B right now is the Ten of Swords. They are devastated. They are hurt. They feel betrayed with the Ten of Swords energy. They're feeling this ending very strongly. They've taken the brunt of a lot of the blows in this connection. They've dealt with a lot. In relationships, both people make mistakes. But I feel like this person has dealt with a lot in this connection. What they brought to the connection was the Emperor. So they were almost like, this person was like the more stable one, the more committed one, I'll say. If there's infidelity in the situation, this person was the more committed person. This person really wanted like a structured relationship. They wanted that stability that family brings, or they wanted this family to be solid. If this already involves a family situation, they right now it feels like this person, what they're hoping for in the future is the World. The World card talks about successful completion. And for them right now, their completion feels like this, the Ten of Swords. It feels very painful and hurtful. And right now for them, all they're hoping for is that they're going to make it through this pain, come out the other side, and hopefully the new cycle, they'll end this cycle, and the new cycle will be a better one. I mean, that's truthfully how they're feeling right now, or what they're hoping for, because right now they're feeling pain. They're hoping that, almost as if they're hoping that, whatever it is they were supposed to learn from this, that they learn it and they can move forward and towards something more positive and successful in the future. Let's talk about how these two perceive each other right now. Person A perceives person B as the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a very solid, stable energy. The Knight of Pentacles, though very slow moving, it's very reliable, dependable, and it always kind of gets the job done. And I feel like for person A, person B was kind of their rock. They depended on them a lot. I feel like person A felt like person B was someone they could always depend on. It's the person they could always go to if they needed something. This is a person that was always there to provide something stable and solid. This person very rarely heard no. If person B could do it or could provide it, they would. They were very reliable for them. Now for person B, they perceive person A as the Temperance card. The Temperance card is an energy of like combining and compromise. And I feel like for person B, they felt like they tried to make this work with this person B is someone who they tried to make things work with the Temperance card. The Temperance card talks about doing everything you can and exerting all of your energy into making something go right, trying to find the perfect balance, right? Trying to find the perfect balance with this water in these cups of going back and forth to make a situation positive and wonderful. And I feel like person B really, I feel like this person feels like they did a lot to try to make it work with person A. I really do. almost as if they sacrificed some part of themselves with the Temperance energy to make this work. Now, let's talk about how these two perceived each other in the past. So, in the past, person A perceived person B as the Fool card. I feel like with this energy, though, to be honest, I feel like, I have to say, this is not trying to be hurtful. I feel like person A felt like person B was someone that they could take advantage of. I don't know how malicious it is. It could be malicious with the Seven of Swords. I don't know, because there is some maliciousness here. But I feel like almost as if they felt like person B was naive when it came to them. They may not be naive in life, but they feel like person B was naive when it came to them, and they were willing to do things without thinking, and they were just willing to do it. You know, if they asked for it, they would, you know, just give it. And almost as if they feel like person B was the person who was willing to go off a cliff for them. They were that almost blindly devoted. Now for person B, how this person perceived person A in the past is the Four of Cups. They felt like this person was disinterested in this connection, was not fully committed to this connection, wasn't, almost as if they weren't, there's a lack of acknowledgement. I feel like person B feels like person A did not acknowledge this connection, didn't value it, didn't know the worth of the connection, and overlooked a lot of what person B was willing to sacrifice for this connection. They just didn't see it. They didn't see everything that this person was doing to make this connection work. Let's talk about the doubts and fears. The doubts and fears for person A is the Queen of Swords. I feel like this person has a very difficult time telling the truth. They have a hard time with the truth and expressing the truth. Because the Queen of Swords is someone who speaks bluntly, stands up for themselves, not afraid to say anything. And I feel like this person, they have a deceptive nature about them in certain aspects, and maybe that only comes out in relationships. But this person has a fear of expressing the truth completely, and there's some doubt here that this person can do that, honestly. They even doubt themselves in that aspect. They doubt whether they could be completely honest and open in a relationship. Now for this person, their doubts and fears is the Page of Cups. I feel like this person is really fearful of opening themselves up again emotionally with the Page of Cups, because this is the beginning of the opening up of emotional connection. I feel like they really fear that. If it's with this person or another person, this person is dealing with a little bit of apprehension about being open again. Whether it's to this person or anyone, this has really affected them. I also feel like with the Page of Cups, I also feel like this person, in a sense, doubts that person A could ever really express some kind of genuine emotion towards them that was real. I feel that strongly. This person just doubts the sincerity of person A. That's the best way I can put it. Now, let's talk about what's externally influencing this connection. For person A, it's the Death card. They could be experiencing the loss of someone in their life. They could also be dealing with a lot of changes in their work environment, at work. There's a lot of change going on for this person. Externally, I feel like, whoa, I really feel like, because you see the Priest here in this, I feel like there's something very spiritual going on. There's some drastic changes that are happening for this person that's going to influence how they view this connection there's something that's ending for them in their life. Something is ending for them. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something else even outside of this that's ending and really changing, and it's forcing them to change. Hopefully it's forcing them to change some of this deceptive nature. Now, for person B here, what's happening for them externally is the Queen of Swords. This person's gaining a lot of strength that's impacting this. I feel like it's really hard for them to let this situation go, and I feel like they're getting empowerment from somewhere, some source. And it could be a person, it could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini that's come in that's been really helpful for them, that's been their rock. But if that's not it, if it's not a person that's been really honest with them, speaks, the truth about the situation to them, it's just that this person's gaining some kind of power, because the Queen of Swords really defends themselves. And I feel like you could be learning to defend yourself, that you could be exercising, taking, whoever this person is, they could be, involved in some kind of self-defense class, they could be involved in some kind of organization that's helping them almost like regain their power and strength. It may not be anything physical, it may be mental. They may be involved in some kind of group that's helping them grow stronger mentally with this Queen of Swords energy, that they're protecting themselves. Now, let's talk about what's coming up in the near future for these two. So we've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups brings, it's an offer, right, of love, of some type of emotion. I feel like, to be honest with you, even though there's a break between these two and there's, ending, I do feel like there's the potential for some expression here of emotion between these two. Someone may send someone a text. There's a call coming. There's a text coming. There's communication coming about emotions and this relationship. Even if it feels like a clear-cut break, even if it feels like this is completely over, this is not in the near future. There's something coming in here. There's some kind of expression that's going to pop up between these two, even though there's this feeling of it being over. Yep. Clarified it, got the Page of Cups. There's an emotional message about to come through. Someone's going to express their emotion, express how they feel about either losing this connection. It's definitely going to be emotional. So look out for that. It's coming soon, and I feel like it's going to be very important in this connection to, for this person, it's going to be important for them to know what it is that they want. They're standing up for themselves. So if they don't get exactly what they want from this connection, they'll be able to deal with this, whatever this emotional communication that may come in or that they may express. They'll do it in a way that still protects themselves with this Queen of Swords energy. And for person A, I feel like there's something about this change that's happening for them, and they may want to try to recover this connection. There's a loss of something that may make them want to try to recover this connection that they had with person B. So I hope that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon.